Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are
The human reproductive system is an intricate network of organs that work together to create new life. Both male and female reproductive organs have unique structures and functions that work together for reproduction. The testes produce sperm cells, which then mature and are stored in the epididymis, before traveling further from the epidermis. Sperm travel through the vas deferens, a muscular tube that propels them toward the ejaculatory ducts. The seminal vesicles secrete a nutrient-rich fluid that nourishes and helps sperm move more effectively. The prostate gland produces a fluid that protects and enhances the mobility of sperm as they travel. The Cooper's glands release a clear, lubricating fluid into the urethra to neutralize acidity and prepare the passage for sperm. The urethra carries sperm, mixed with fluids from the glands, through the penis to exit the male body. The ovaries store and release egg cells and secrete hormones, essential for the female reproductive cycle. The fallopian tubes connect the ovaries to the uterus and provide the site where fertilization usually takes place. The uterus is a muscular organ that provides protection and nourishment for a developing embryo and fetus. The endometrium is the inner lining of the uterus, where a fertilized egg can implant and begin developing. The cervix is the narrow passage connecting the uterus to the vagina, helping protect the uterus and regulate reproductive processes. The vagina is the muscular canal that connects the cervix to the outside of the body, serving as the birth canal and pathway for reproductive functions. The vulva is the external part of the female reproductive system, including the labia and clitoris, providing protection and sensory function. The penis is the external male reproductive organ, involved in both urination and the delivery of sperm. During reproduction, the scrotum houses the testes, which produce sperm and hormones essential for male reproduction. The epididymis is a coiled tube on the back of each testis, where sperm mature and are stored before ejaculation. The vas deferens is a muscular tube that transports mature sperm from the epididymis to the ejaculatory ducts during reproduction. The seminal vesicles are paired glands that secrete nutrient-rich fluid, forming most of the semen that nourishes and supports sperm. A single sperm successfully reaches the egg, starting the incredible process of fertilization. The prostate gland surrounds the urethra below the bladder and adds additional fluid to semen to help sperm move more effectively. The bulbourethral glands, also called Cooper's glands, secrete a clear fluid that lubricates and neutralizes the urethra before semen passes through. The male urethra runs through the penis, serving as the final pathway for both urine and semen to exit the body. The penis is the external male reproductive organ that delivers semen during reproduction and also carries urine out of the body. The ovaries are paired female reproductive organs that produce eggs and secrete hormones such as estrogen and progesterone. The fallopian tubes carry the egg from the ovary to the uterus and are the typical site where fertilization occurs. The cervix is the narrow, lower part of the uterus that opens into the vagina and produces mucus to help or block sperm passage. The vagina is the muscular canal that connects the cervix to the outside of the body and serves as the birth canal during delivery. The vulva includes the external structures of the female reproductive system, protecting the inner organs. The testes are paired male reproductive glands that produce sperm and the hormone testosterone. The epididymis is a coiled tube located behind each testis, where sperm mature and are stored before ejaculation. The vas deferens is a muscular tube that transports mature sperm from the epididymis toward the urethra during ejaculation. The seminal vesicles are paired glands that secrete a nutrient-rich fluid, providing energy and volume to semen. The prostate gland surrounds the urethra and produces a fluid that nourishes and protects sperm as part of semen. The bulbourethral glands, or Cooper's glands, secrete a clear fluid that lubricates the urethra and neutral. The urethra is the final passage that carries urine from the bladder and semen from the reproductive glands out of the body. The penis is the external male reproductive organ that delivers semen during ejaculation and expels urine from the body. The scrotum is a pouch of skin that holds and protects the testes while regulating their temperature for optimal sperm production. The penis and scrotum together form the external male reproductive organs. Sperm are the male reproductive cells that carry genetic material and swim toward the egg to achieve fertilization. Sperm travel from the epidermis through the vas deferens, mixing with fluids from the seminal vesicles and prostate before exiting via the urethra. During ejaculation, semen is propelled through the urethra and out of the penis, carrying sperm toward the female reproductive system. Fertilization occurs when a sperm successfully reaches and penetrates the egg, combining genetic material to form a zygote. After fertilization, the zygote begins to divide, starting the process of embryonic development. The zygote develops into a morula, a solid ball of cells, as it travels down the fallopian tube toward the uterus. The morula develops into a blastocyst, a hollow structure of cells, as it prepares for implantation in the uterine wall. The blastocyst attaches to the uterine wall, initiating implantation and the beginning of early pregnancy. After implantation, the embryo begins forming germ layers, which will later develop into all the tissues and organs of the body. During organogenesis, the embryo begins developing the first rudimentary organs, setting the foundation for the entire body. The embryonic heart starts beating and forming the first circulatory pathways, allowing blood to flow through the developing body. The neural tube forms, which will later develop into the brain and spinal cord, establishing the foundation of the central nervous system. Small limb buds appear on the embryo, which will develop into arms and legs as the embryo grows. The embryo's head begins to form distinct features, including the early structures of the face and brain. As the embryo grows, vital organs such as the heart, kidneys and lungs begin to develop. The embryo's limbs continue to grow, with fingers and toes beginning to form, refining the shape of the arms and legs. The embryo's face becomes more defined, with the early formation of eyes, nose and mouth giving a clearer shape to the head. Primordial gonads form in the embryo, laying the foundation for future development of either ovaries or testes. The embryo begins forming external genital structures, which will later differentiate into male or female genitalia. The embryo now shows fully formed early organ systems, limbs, face and reproductive structures. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe and explore more videos in our anatomy series.